my Volvo FM 460. Oh God, what the hell is going on? This is my beloved, my Volvo FM 460 2012. You guys have been asking for a little while now for an in-depth look around this truck. I've never really done one, so I thought we're in the beautiful county of Cornwall. Trees and greenery everywhere. A couple of bin bags too, obviously, but what a better place to look around the truck. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a lot that needs to be done to this lorry. She's not in the best of physical condition. Then again, aren't we all not? That doesn't even make sense, but no joke, she's dirty, she's old, she's a bit rusty in some spots. She needs a good old re-wrap on the bumper especially, and a good old paint job down the side. But other than that, she's an absolute workhorse machine, and I love her. I love her. Well, there's a truck coming past. Amp Clean Energy. So what we're gonna do, like I said, she's very dirty. She needs a good old, like 3-day soak in the bath sort of thing. But I'm gonna go through outside and inside. I'm gonna try and keep this relatively brief, but at the same time I want to cover everything. Obviously, if any of you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. Right, to start off with, right, she has one old headlight and one new headlight. I'm joking, but that is true. So yeah, it's 2012, so it hasn't got the nice pointy headlights that I like. These are obviously the older, everything on this will be older versions of Volvo stuff, basically. So actually I had a problem the other week where my day running light, which is this LED strip here, on this side was gone. It was out, it was broken, nothing would make it turn on. And unfortunately, it's very hard to change the strips on it. Apparently, this is what I've been told. So they have just gone ahead and just put a brand new headlight in it. So I've got one old headlight and one new one. So again, if anyone is new around here, I've got my son's name on the front of it and my beautiful daughter's name on the front of it as well, and that just adds it and makes it a little bit more personal to me. Got the poppy on the front, which we've always had. We've got your bog standard spotlights and beacon bar up there as well. I don't know what they're called, but they're the ones that go do. She's an 8-wheeler. We've got a Hiab XS 288 High Pro crane on it, which I love. This thing is so smooth, just so nice to use. And to put it lightly, she'll lift probably about around the 7-ton mark next to the bed. And obviously, the further you go out, she lifts less. Now, I'm not going into detail with this sort of stuff because a lot of people watching this aren't going to be professionals, just like I'm not a professional, all right? I just use this, all right? Anyway, beautiful crane, I love her, but like I said, she's getting old. She's a workhorse machine. We've got a lovely stack up there, which is, well, brown. She's got legs that come out and then they fold down. Again, if you watch my videos, you would have seen all this. I think that's about a 280 litre tank. I'm not 100% sure. Around the 250 to 280 mark. The hydraulic tank there, which is actually a new one. We've got side post storage there behind the headboard, which I think we're going to be changing eventually, but you know, they go down the side to stop anything from coming off the side of the lorry. Which is a tag axle, so it does make it a lot easier to turn when that's up. But as you can imagine, the overhang on it is pretty extortionate. She does need repainting, she needs a bit of loving. But I'll keep saying this during the video. She's a workhorse. She goes out every single day of every day of the year virtually. And works. You know, we go to sites, we go to farms, we go to some horrible places. and we don't have the facilities to keep our trucks really nice and spotless and show truck worthy, so it doesn't happen, and who cares? The main thing is I love driving this thing. So in terms of storage, we've got a storage box here, which is where I keep, this one's a bit messy, I really need to tidy this up. Lifting strops, side rail, straps, strap protectors. We've got a bag of salt there just in case we have an oil leak, and we've got some other jibbly bits in there, but like I said, that needs to be tidied up. Then we come over to here, which is my ratchet strap box, which I like to keep as tidy as possible. We always try and keep a minimum of 12 ratchets and straps per truck. Yeah, we've even got a new one there, which I just don't want to use yet, but that's my strap box anyway. Stabilizer pads so that we can put our legs for the crane on. They're there. The tiniest AdBlue tank you'll ever see in your life on a 32-ton lorry. But there it is. And yeah, that pretty much covers the outside. There's not a lot to go through. But like I said, like, she needs repainting, she needs rewrapping. And it will get done eventually, all right, when the time's right. But, and also obviously if you're not following me on Instagram, feel free to do that. But we'll go in the cab. Right, so I'm a realist, okay? The only space in my lorry that I don't keep clean, I sweep it, I occasionally wash it down with a pressure washer, but the main thing I don't wash or wipe down every single day is my footwell. Now the reason of that is because we're on sites and farms every single day, literally. And therefore, I'm gonna make that really muddy every single day. Now, I know what people are gonna say. Why don't you have like cab shoes, slippers or whatever? First of all, I don't want to. Second of all, sometimes the yard guys will have to move the lorry right in the yard. If I'm not in it for the day, or if I'm sick, or if I'm on holiday, or if my boss decides he wants to take the lorry out for the day, I cannot expect them or him take their shoes off when they get in my lorry. I can't expect it. It's not my, I don't own the vehicle. I can't expect them to do that. So the only thing I don't keep clean, like spotlessly clean, is the footwell in the trucks. Actually, I will mention as well, this is one of my side lockers on the driver's side. So we have hard hat, remote control for the crane, and work gloves with my light when I do my checks in the mornings. I do have one on the other side of the lorry as well, but that's where I just keep like spare high vises, all my cleaning products and stuff like that. That's where I keep all that over there. Anyway, getting into the lorry, we have coats behind the seat, easily to grab. We have the LED strip there with the the Liverpool flag there. Over there we have just boxes like Christmas decorations, mic box, sat nav box, the lot over there. We have my air gun. Oh, I bet that messed up with the camera. And then just behind there, we have the little switch to turn on and off my LED lights. I'll close the door because it is relatively chilly. Now, obviously, this is my seating position. We have the helmet, and we have the picture of my gorgeous fiance and my boy there. I did have a baby scan photo there, but I've decided to take it down because I now want an updated photo of that, basically, with my partner and my daughter. So I've then got the two. We got the big dice, which I love. Air fresheners, air fresheners, air fresheners, air fresheners. It has to smell good in here. I sit in it all day, every day. It has to smell nice. Now, over to the boring stuff. So this here is actually a sample carpet. Now, I saw it on a pallet, ready to go. And it was red, so I decided to take it. I don't know why, I just do. It just looks better than that, really. So that's why I have it there. These are wires I use on a daily. My micro USB cable for my CB mic there, and my USB-C charger there that I use for my phone and everything else. On the dash, I always keep my beanie, because why not? And then I have my HGV diary there. And I normally keep my earbuds up there as well. We have my CB microphone, the Midland CB, which is absolutely lovely. I always mount it here. I always tend to have a tub of chewing gum there. My coffee ready to go. Don't you just love a latte? Now, in terms of technology, I have my FM transmitter there, which, because this truck doesn't, you can't do Bluetooth music on this. You can connect to your hands-free, but you can't do like music through Bluetooth. So I have an FM transmitter there. I have that, which is my extension. So then I've got 2 more USBs and 3 more cigarette lighter ports, and that just sits in nicely there. That's not what it's designed for or anything, it just sits in nice. Obviously I don't sleep in the lorry neither, so I don't have like bedding and stuff like that, but I do very occasionally. I tend to spray the bed down with like fabric freshener, and I tend to hoover it as well, because one day, you never know, I might be sleeping in the lorry. And then down here I have like paperwork for customers and stuff. I have my leather folder, which I cover with stickers that people send out to me. So if you do want to send me out a sticker, feel free, because I will pop it on my folder. And that just sort of stays there. Behind the seat I have boring stuff like hats and stuff like that, that, you know, I keep in the lorry, and if people purchase them on the website, I've got them there. I can package them up on my break or whatever and send them off. I also have my curtains, which I still need to update. As you can see, we've got the red pelmet in here, but we do need to upgrade the curtains to, we've got the same as these basically, but in curtains. I have no idea when I'm gonna have the time to do that, but it will happen eventually. And then we have my iPad set up there. I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but basically, instead of having my phone mounted up here, I have my iPad. I'm not going to get distracted with calls and stuff like that then. This is for entertainment purposes only. But then I can also, for example, go on to Google Maps. PSB Sales Limited, boys. There we go. And then I can literally just, instead of doing it on my phone, I can look here on a massive screen and check for deliveries and if places are accessible, etc, etc. Pop that off for a minute. And then over here we have the trusty modified mount, as I like to call it. I've basically modified this so I can literally, as easy as this, just go like this. Are you ready? So unclip you from the old tripod and just stick you in there. Actually, I will go through aka the buttons on the old Dasharoonie. So we have the heating options down here, we have hill start there, we have some other stuff behind the iPad, but we don't tend to normally have to use them, like traction control. This lorry is very good in terms of like just getting its own traction, and I don't really tend to use the traction control really ever. We have tag axle lift, we've got the beacon lights there, we've got interior lights, we've got camera settings, so if I wanted to turn the camera off, I'll just press that and that will go down, just like that. But we do actually want it up, so I'm going to turn it back on. We got night heater, work lights, etc, etc. And then down here I always keep my sunglasses, my pen for the day, my check sheet book, little post-it notes just in case I need to make any notes of anything. So yeah, like I said, that's basically how I work. This is my work area and I love it. I love working here. I love working in this lorry virtually every day. I feel very lucky to be able to. So we are gonna just pack up and move on now. Our break is over. If you want to see anything else related to the truck, please let me know. I'll be happy to show all you guys. It's nothing fancy, but I love it. I love everything about it. I love how I've made it my own space, my own home, and this is where I spend virtually 5 days of every single week. So I hope you enjoyed. But a couple of days ago I went to North Devon, and everyone knows what I like about North Devon. So let's flick back a couple of days and enjoy the rest of the video.
The truck had to come off the road. Even though, well, they had companies.
So we'll jump out of that chat quickly whilst we're recording, but I am on the old Midlands CB app with the guys. Good old chats with them today. We have just left our first delivery. No point really recording there because there's not much to record, but But we are in North Devon, my friends, and everyone knows, if you stick around and watch the channel often enough, this is my favourite place to be. But I don't come here nearly as often as much as I used to, but today we are spending the whole day here. We've got one more delivery which is down the road to a farm. We've then got where are you going? Where indicate? We've got a delivery down the road to a farm. We've then got a delivery further into North Devon, around the Ilfracombe sort of area, and we're delivering there as well. And then probably after that we will stop for lunch-a-rooney, as it is only just gone 10:30. So we got plenty of time. I know where the next one is. I don't even need to put the sat nav on for this one. It's so easy. That one's literally, I'm not even gonna have to get the crane out for this delivery either. It's just handball off the back of the lorry. And then the next one, the last one, is crane. So yeah, we got a decent day. And even though the weather is not very nice today, we still get to enjoy the greenery of North Devon. Straight in. Nice little farm here with a couple of views. That's really weird, because that's not normally filled with water. They normally drive into that.
Hello, James. I've got a long road trip ahead of me, so I should be back on late.
But yeah, that is not usually, the tractors are normally driving in and out of that. It's a bit windier in here. All I've got to take off are these ladders and this bag, that's it. There we go. I think Zach delivered this stuff, and this stuff the other day, so I've just brought another bag, some more ladders. Clear up this banding stuff. Don't want to leave rubbish laying around. And now we just got this stuff left to deliver. But yeah, not a bad view, is it? Not a bad place to be. Although I definitely feel like my shoes are going to stink of cow. So I feel like the air freshener is probably going to be coming out quite a bit for the next, for the rest of the day actually. Based on the fact that nobody is here to sign for the delivery, I shall sign it for myself. Ah. That in the bag. Take a photo. Job's a good one. Right. Get the hell on out of here, boys. So it's just hit 11 o'clock. I reckon we're going to be at the next delivery for about 11:30ish. 11:30ish. Everything rattles around too much in this lorry and it really bugs me. It's okay, we can live with it. Oh, whew. Lovely jubbly. Right, so there's something I wanted to mention to everyone. I posted on my social medias a couple of weeks back now about, oh, that's a nice scaffolding, about doing the raffle for the 2 action cameras to give somebody a chance to win a dual camera setup, memory cards, accessory, like an accessory pack, case, the lot. It would literally set you up to start making videos straight away. Now, I made a big thing about it on my social medias, put it on my website for people to buy tickets, but due to finding out that there are very specific rules you have to follow to do stuff like raffles, etc, etc, You have to have certain things in place to allow you to do that, which I do not. Therefore, I have unfortunately had to take it down. Obviously, I don't want to get in trouble with anything or with anyone or for anything. So, unfortunately, that raffle was not available any longer. I've just put the stuff up online to sell for the purpose of, I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to do something wrong that, you know, I'm not meaning to do something wrong. But it doesn't matter. If anyone is looking at getting into like YouTube or making videos or anything, and if anyone ever wants to ask me for any form of advice, like what cameras should I get, what editing software should I get, etc, etc, please feel free to message me and ask, because I'm more than happy to help anyone out. Anything, like literally, if you have any questions, just feel free to message me on my social medias. I always respond.
I always bear that in mind with you, right? You're forever excused in your neck of the woods. But yeah, it's just so annoying because my dad's taught me tricks like that, you know, if like keys don't turn, so like even lead off a pencil, like rubbing lead on a pencil and the key and stuff like that to give it.
We've just turned up to our last delivery of the day. Can you see this? I put my wet coat on there the other day because I got drenched. It's like created like a weird pattern. Let me show you. It's created like a weird pattern on the bed. Now, I know what that looks like, alright? So, don't start, alright? But that's weird, isn't it? It's weird. It's weird. Anyway, it's pretty miserable out. Very foggy. But it's not raining. That's the main thing. What time is it? It is 11:53. I'm going to slap you on the Yoda tripod. And let's get this stuff off the lorry. Wow. So normally you can see, here you can see big old wind turbine, which is very obvious and very obvious. But it is so foggy, you could only just see it. Just. I just love a rolled up ratchet. Look at that. So, we are just leaving said deliverer. We've got about, what, an hour and a half drive back now, 2 hours drive. 2 hours, 2 hour drive back, which is ideal, which means we'll get back to the yard just before 3 o'clock. And I've got, have I just driven the wrong way? I've just driven the wrong bloody way. How did I manage that then? Oh God, what the hell is going on? I can't turn around! Oh God. Right, go reverse. I drove up here anyway, so reverse back. Stick on the hazards. Right, yeah, I got it. I turned left instead of turning right. My bad. Right, anyway, whilst I'm doing this, I don't know if anyone remembers, but 2 weeks ago, I forgot to do it last week, but 2 weeks ago, I said I would show you what is inside said brown box. A company sent me out an item, which they would like me to have a look at, and I was more than happy to do so. So, whilst the weather clears up, which probably won't, roll the clip. Right, so like I said, I've been sent out a product which they have asked me to feature in my video. Now, I said I wouldn't feature this as a standalone video. I'd feature this in my vlog. I don't like doing standalone videos, and this is the reason why. So I have been contacted by a company called Volvo. I think that's how you say it. Now, they've been really kind and sent me out one of their new dash cams to test it out and see how good they are. They've sent me out a little bundle here, which is the Volvo 4K A229 Pro 2CH. The 2CH meaning 2 channels, aka 2 cameras. They also do, I think they do just the front one, and they do a 3 camera one, which is for your typical car. Like, so you'd have one out the front facing you and in the rear. They've sent me out the 2 because I'm in a lorry. I don't need one facing out the rear end, do I? This isn't actually going in my lorry. I'm not installing third-party dash cams into my lorry. I'm not even going to ask my boss if I can do it. I'm going to install this in my car, but I'm going to unbox it in the Ode Truckaroonie. So they've been, like I said, they've been really nice and sent me this out. Of the time of recording this, they are actually on offer. I mean, they are over 200 quid, but people like to spend stuff on there, stuff like dash cams and stuff, especially if you're getting your money's worth. Again, I said to the company, I'm going to test this out and I would do an honest review. I hate it when people go, yes, I'll test out your product, and yes, I'll lick your, you know what I'm saying? I'm not that sort of person. If this is crap, I will tell you it's crap. If it's good, I'll tell you it's good. If it's worth the money, I'll tell you it's worth the money. And that is simply because I'm not a liar. So there you go. And they've also sent me out the wireless Bluetooth remote, a 64 gig Volvo micro SD card, and they've also sent me out a hardwire dash cam kit. So anyway, these little giblets can stay out of the way for just one mo. I'm gonna get into it and unbox this, but first of all, let me read out the features. So apparently it is the first 4K and 2K dash cam to feature Sony Starvis 2 image sensors. You've got 4K Ultra HD and Quad HD, built-in Wi-Fi with 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz, HDR front and rear, voice control and notifications, 2.4 inch screen, parking mode and GPS logger. Will I be deactivating the GPS logger? Yes, I will. And by the looks of it, you can download the apps by scanning these barcodes. I'm not gonna lie, the packaging's really nice. Like really nice. And then here, oh, I like these boxes. It's a very nice box, I can't lie. Okay. Oh, I was reading it the wrong way around. Okay, so it basically tells you how to wire it in, which is cool because by the looks of it, everything is powered. The front dash cam, so if you plug any of the other cameras into the front dash cam, that powers them. Getting into it, I've got, well, this is obviously the inside dash. Oh, look at that. USB-C. And then this is obviously the big dash cam, the A229 Pro. Very nice, actually. I like that. That's very snazzy. So you stick it on like that. You've got the camera there, and then obviously you've got the screen and everything in here, which is cool as well because it's got the USB-C imports for telling you which of the cameras you need to plug in for which and which. You've got micro SD card slot there. Check if GPS module is mounted on the camera. Check if the GPS module can supply power. That is really long. Right, I'll set these up in my car and see how they performio. So we're in the car. I've skipped this bit mainly because it was just figuring out how I like to do stuff without recording, but we've set the dash cam up there. Hold on, let me close the Ode because there's an app for it. So this is the app, very easy to sort of do. This is the live footage of what's happening, and yeah, this is what's happening currently right now. And then obviously you can view your previous recordings, which obviously it records loads at sort of overlap records, which is pretty bloody handy. But yeah, that's what it kind of looks like. And then this is the in-car camera, and obviously you can sort of view it up there as well. So nice setup. I've sort of ran the long wire through there, down the side of the windscreen, along the windscreen, and then across the here, because it doesn't really reach any further. I do want to order myself a different but longer wire so I can feed it all round really, like, properly. And this one, surprisingly, just literally connects into this camera. So you've got just one simple short wire here, which is hidden away quite nicely. So I'm just leaving Workaroony. Bye, Sam. Yeah, this is what the dash cam footage looks like. It's kind of like mid-light going into darkness, but this is what it looks like anyway. Excuse the messy car.
Recording. 2 channels started.
So this is what the daytime looks like. I've finally been able to record when this camera isn't black and white. But this is what it looks like. Obviously you've seen plenty of footage outside the front. Just warming up the car. It's Friday, I'm leaving finally, going home for the weekend. But yeah, this is what the daytime footage looks like on the camera. So this is the dark view of the dash cam. I haven't actually reviewed any of the like the night vision footage yet, but yeah, got airplanes on there in the background. Let's go do a test with the blowers right up on max and music up loud. I don't know if you can still hear me, but this is what it sounds like anyway. Well, we're still on the North Devon link road. We have had lunch. Anyway, we are on the old North Devon linky roadie. Still got quite some time left, to be honest. They're still doing roadworks here. They've been doing this for a bloody long time. Hello, Volvo. So yeah, still very, very roadworky here. They're supposed to be done for spring. By the looks of it, I highly, highly doubt that's going to be achievable. Anyway, going back to the dash cam situation. Now, I was very pleased with the results of that. Surprisingly, very, from a brand I've never heard before, aka Volvo. I was very surprised by the quality. It was pretty easy to set up. You just had to find the English version of the setup thing in the manual, but very surprisingly very easy to set up, very good in terms of quality. You can tell that there's that Sony Starvis lens in there, and yeah, overall just very happy with the product. So if anyone is looking and like the look of that dash cam, I will link it down below on the website of Volvo. Like I said, it's not cheap. Personally, if I was going for I'd probably go for one that's about 100 quid. But if you want something decent and a good, well-laid setup, easy to set up, etc., etc., then by the looks of it, that Volvo is a good option for you all. Right, we're finally out of the roadwork section now, and the roadwork section just feels like it drags on for way too long. But saying that, I'm not gonna lie, so does this whole road. The whole A361 going to North Devon, between the North Devon and the M5, is quite a long stretch. It does get a little bit tedious, especially when there's no nice views because it's so foggy and you can't see anything. But other than that, it's alright. Well, it's been a while. I've just posted off some parcels at the old post office though. Nothing important, just stuff I've sold on eBay. So, but managed to get myself a little can of Dr. Pepper. Oh, I love Dr. Pepper, don't you? Just love it. But we are literally basically back at the yard because the post office I went to is right around the corner from where I work. So we shall be giving the ode toot toot in just a mo. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Bumpy, 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 bumpy. very much, Volkswagen. And this is virtually the day done. Just got to help the guys pick and load my truck for tomorrow, apparently, which isn't going to be very much. It's about 5 ton going out tomorrow on my first run, which is nice and easy. And here we are. Ben and Mark in the Ode high yard there. And we've got Ben's lorry over there. I'm going to be out in the rain for the afternoon, so there's no point recording that. Oh, I just want to be dry all the time. I would love to be dry all the time. I don't think I would complain if there was no more rain, even though I know it would be bad for us. I still don't think I would complain. Anyway, the said time is 15:15. Still need to have a half an hour break, but we have 45 minutes to do that. So considering the guys have actually asked me to park here until they can let me in, I think I'm just gonna have my break now and just chill out for a bit. Also, my camera used to be mounted here, and now it's, look at the state of that, but it works really well. And now I've modded it so I can just clip you in like that. What do you want? Hello! Hello! Alright, there's Mark, my good old brother. Annoyingly, he's older than me, so I am his younger brother. I'm gonna have half an hour. I'm gonna go to the toilet. I'm gonna do what people do when they need the toilet. So I'm gonna end the video here. Thanks everyone for joining me on my North Devon adventure. If you did enjoy the video, then feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see what I'm doing on a daily-ish basis, follow me on Instagram. It's at Trucking with James. I upload on there every other day. As well, if you're interested to see what the statistics are of a day driver in the Southwest, feel free to go over to my Facebook page, and I do a weekly series of everything I do basically in the week, which I've noted down in here. So feel free to go and check out that. I do giveaways in those videos as well, which is cool. But other than that, I'm done. If you want to be a lorry driver like me, then feel free to book your medical through D4 Drivers. They are the UK's largest medical provider for HGVs and other stuff, actually. If you use the code James, I'm just concentrating son. If you use the code James48, it will knock £7 off your total. But that's been it for me. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you in next week's episode. Ciao ciao for now.